I'm in Santander. My mobile hasn't kicked in. According to O2, they give you a free 25 gigabytes of data for the month, and I've got nothing. So I have no idea what anything is. Bloody starving. It's over 24 hours since I ate anything. It's quite warm. I'm going to have to take my fleece off. I have no idea where this goes. If I remember, I knew when I looked at the map, when you come out of the port, you had to turn right, but I have no idea. I might have to go for a taxi. It's starting to roast now. Let's see if I can cross the road. I think. Right, let's have a look. First accommodation in Santander. Oh God, it's just my knee banging everything. Looks smart. Now what do we get here? We get a sink, we get a microwave. And it looks like we've got hobs on the light. Yeah. Ooh, posh. Oh, nice wide bed. Yes. And a desk, and a TV, and a cupboard. Let's see if we've got a view. Wrong way. Well, I can see the sea from here. Right. So, long story. When I left the ferry port, I went the wrong way. I thought it was to the right. It's not. It's to the left by a lot. But then what did I do? Right, so I thought, right, I was expecting, I'm with O2, and I was expecting them to do me the 25 gigabyte add-on for Europe, which they say they do. Nothing happened. I got some text saying, oh, I need to go and add a bolt on, although you know how much they're expensive for a start. So then I couldn't click on the bolt on link because I had no internet on my phone. And I thought, I have no friggin' idea where I am. And it was too early to come here because I don't think I was due to check in until 4 o'clock. So I found a Starbucks, so I went in there and I had a cup of tea and I had a ham and cheese bagel. At least I had something to eat. And then, and used their Wi-Fi. So then I thought, oh, right, so I thought I'll try an eSIM. So, no, my phone won't do eSIMs. I thought, ugly hell. So, and I had a look at the bolt-ons and I thought they were ridiculous price. So then I looked up while I was in Starbucks, I looked on Google Maps, where's the nearest like phone shop, and there was an Orange phone shop just down the road. So I toddled off down there went in there and I said, look, I want a SIM card. And he says, okay. He says, we can have SIM card, it's €25 for 28 days, and you get 300 gigabytes of data. And I went, what? 300? I said, you're sold, mate. I get so many phone calls as well, but I'm not, the amount of phone calls I'm going to make, I'm not too bothered. And because I'm on a Samsung phone, it takes 2 SIM cards. So I put that one in. You can designate whether you want it to use for phone calls or data or tech, whatever you want it to use, the other SIM card. So I put it in for data, obviously. I think I put it for phone calls as well, because there's a possibility I may have to phone some accommodations. It's really stuffy in here. I don't think that window opens. I'll have to have a look around for air conditioning. And yeah, so that, and then I came here. It's about a 45-minute walk from where I was. So it's a long way. I hope the train station isn't too far, because the reason I picked this place, because it was looked like it was in reasonable distance to the train station, because I've got a train at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Now where I'm staying is students' accommodation. That's why it's got a desk and a little cooker. It's cost €50, maybe. All my accommodation varies in price. A lot of them are around the €50 mark. Let's have a look. Yeah, €50.49. It's called Me Campus, student residence. And they obviously rent out rooms when no one's staying in them. So I'm really pleased with that. It's nice, looks clean. Fucking massive bed, yes. Got towels. And I'm going to make a cup of tea, have a breather, then go and find a supermarket and get a few bit of food in for my train journey tomorrow. I can't really see what's going on. It's about 7:10 and I'm just leaving my accommodation in Santander and walking to the train station, which according to Google Maps is about 38 minutes walk. So it's probably going to take me about an hour. My train is at 8:30. So
turn right toward Calle Luis Vicente de Velasco.
There you go. Only thing is, I've noticed I can't find any street signs on these streets. So when they say turn right down the street, I can't see any street sign. Anyway, so as long as I get this train on time, it's a 5.5-hour journey. Oh, I only just made it. And then my ticket wouldn't work on the machine. There was no office open. Nightmare. Hopefully some security guard let us through. Right, I'm in my hotel at Oviedo, I think it's pronounced. I get getting corrected when I say Oviedo. So I think it's Oviedo. Anyway, this was €65. I mean, it's pretty basic standard. I think it's because it's a double room. I had trouble finding a room near the train station. This one is really close because I've got a very early train in the morning. It goes at 7:19, so I do want something. I didn't have to trek across town like I did have to do this morning. It's warm. You know what? I was going to bring like a little hand fan, and I thought, no, September the temperatures will be dropping, just extra weight. So I left it at home. Really wish I'd brought it now. And the other thing that I was thinking about bringing was a travel kettle, because I thought I'm staying in hotels, so that would probably be quite handy. And then I thought, well, when I'm actually doing the walk, I probably want to stop and boil water on the way, you know, have a cup of tea, etc. And then so it's a toss-up. Do I bring my gas burner or do I bring the travel kettle? The travel kettle was weighed, I think it was 450 grams, so nearly half a kilo. And granted that, dare I mention it, I think my pack weighed in at literally just under 12 kilos when I left. Fair enough, there's some consumables in there that will reduce over time, but then it doesn't take into the fact that I've brought some groceries which I have to carry. So I am carrying quite a bit of weight. There are possibly a few things that I possibly could have, if I really wanted to go, you know, on the bones of my ass, I could have taken out, but I want some comfort. And I've got to take all my tablets with me, and, you know, this is meant to be, as much as a walk, it's meant to be a holiday, so I don't want to suffer too much. And like I've said before, I can always forward it on if I decided it's too much weight. You know, this is my holiday, I want to enjoy it. So if it's too heavy, I'll just pay to have it forwarded on. I've got my accommodation booked for the whole of the walk. It's just the last 10 days I haven't booked anything because I don't know what I'm doing. So tomorrow we hit El Ferrol, and then the next day I start the walk. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, and then there's a decathlon down the road. So since they're few and far between in the UK, I'm going to pop down there and have a look. It could be dangerous. If they have another gas canister, I might get one because I've only got a small one. So I might as well get one while I can find one. But I definitely need a drink. God, that was an awful train where it was so rocky, and it's only like it's only like 3 carriages long, this train. It's a 5.5 hour journey, and it was shaking and rattling and rolling, and oh my God. Anyway, time for a cup of tea. My view out my window. And I saw a lot of these hanging out the windows on the buildings on the train. That's how they do their washing. There's a nice breeze out here, but it's not making it up to my hotel room windows. I like these old Spanish towns. Tell you what, I really like this area. In another lifetime, I consider moving here. And I've got, I mean, look at this. It's lovely. Streets clean and they're wide. Put this way, the footpaths are wider than the road. Right. I might have to get the old... Oh, and I tell you what, on the crossings, if you don't have the crossing man, cars just stop for you straight away. So while I was in Decathlon, bought myself a hat and just gone somewhere I hadn't been for quite a few years and stuffed myself full of shows you when you're not used to eating that kind of food how fast it fills you up. But I needed something like that. Just the last couple of days, obviously not eating on the ferry, and then not eating much when Santander either. I was so knackered. I just got some bread and that from the supermarket. That looks rather nice. Camino goes through here. Not the Camino I'm doing. That'll be the naughty one. Naughty. North. Naughty. Sounds like naughty, doesn't it? That goes along the coastline. That's another 500 miler, I think, that one. Let's just get my little one done. Enjoy my holiday in Spain. Bloody loving it. Probably not for the reasons you think. They've pulled a building down. It's impressive how they've just taken it out when it's all joined up to the one next door to it. People are back, got some sunlight probably for a change. Right. Right, I'm back. This building's got a really old lift. Now I didn't know how to use it coming up with my backpack. And I was coming back now and I thought I'd stuff it. So I just opened the door and you just basically walk in to it and then press the floor you want. So it's a bit slightly different in that way. But yeah, I'm glad I had that McDonald's. Oh, right. Let's find out my hat. It's going to be this or a green one. So I decided on this one. The brim's fairly firm, but the top here is really soft and really thin. So that should hopefully allow some good holes there, good ventilation. I've got the large, so it's quite loose on my head, but there's a thing here you can tighten it if you want to. But I think that's quite good. So otherwise the mediums, I can get them on, but they are a bit tight. Fairly wide frill on this one as well. Like I need another hat. Whatever. I decided to get that one. I tried getting a fan, they don't sell them in Decathlon. And they asked them if they knew somebody that did. They said you could try a shop around the corner, so I did, and they didn't have it either. Now, like I said, I haven't been in McDonald's for ages, and I got wedges instead of fries, which is. And this burger apparently came with a cheddar dip, which I didn't use because the cheese was just already had the sauce on it. It was just dripping everywhere. But I've got some I've got a baguette. And I thought that might be nice to dip the baguette into that. So I brought it back with me. Oh, if I was just on an ordinary holiday with a wheelie suitcase, I could see myself doing some serious shopping here. Right, it's a couple minutes to 7 and I've got to go see where that big clock is. That's the train station. Much shorter walk than yesterday, that's for sure. Right, the worst part about getting Spanish trains is I can never work out what platform I'm on. So I just luckily saw the information office was open. I don't want that one. Yeah, that's it. Couldn't find it anywhere else. You can see it now. Ferrol 719. But I have worked out how to scan my paper ticket. 7:45. It's over here. Hope I'm on the right train. I asked one person and he said see, but we shall see. And we're off. Right on time, so let's hoping I'm in the right train. So I have Spanish people coming up to me and asking me is this the right train. Their information pretty poor on the platform side. Sounds like it's going to be a noisy, rickety train again. Good morning. It's nearly 7:30 and today I start the walk. Oh, and it's raining. Excuse me. But at least I had a good solid 6 hours sleep. More than I've had the last few nights. So it'll be time to, tourist office doesn't open till 10 o'clock and I have to go and get my pilgrim passport. So I shall get dressed and packed up and so much to pack up. I couldn't cope if I was staying in a dormitory with other people. Got all my stuff unpacked, spread out. Oh. Anyway, catch you on the road.